Okay, so now we're going to talk about some of the Vita's sort of main features. In my last video I sort of just did a a quick rundown of what the system was like compared to some of the other devices out on the market. But today we're going to look at sort of a little bit more in depth about what the Vita has and what it can do. Now, in addition, as I said to my last video, I said there's actually one camera. There's actually two on the system. In addition to the one on the back here, there's also a camera on the top right here. So there's both front, so it's both front and back sort of cameras. Now this is the sort of the main screen, the main home screen when you first start up the system. And what you can actually do here, well, you've got sort of your visual indicators here. You've got your Wi-Fi, you've got the open apps on the top here, date, time, and sort of battery, and also a systems indicator here, which is if you've actually got any trophies or friends who want to join you, that's where they show up. Now this is how it normally sort of starts, so just go back in, yeah, and you swipe that. Now in addition, as I said, you've got your menu screens here, and menu screens here, you've got your PS Store here, party icon, group messaging, friends, browser, your trophies, and also the welcome park, which is to introduce you to what features are on the sort of new Vita. There's also, in addition to photos as well, but there's also a very nice feature here called Near, which allows you to basically it's the organizer for sort of your local sort of parties or people that you see out on the street. So if you're out and about, you've got people who also have Vita, you can actually connect with them, and you can also gain sort of like game items and things like that. It's like a out and about social thing, which is very similar to the Street Pass on the 3DS. Now, as I said, this is the main menu, so you can scroll down here, and your other games, as I said, or programs you've been using, it'll actually show up here as well. Now, another cool feature is also how the icons can change. If you hold down on one of the icons, it'll come up with this, which is like a hexagonal shaped. You see, hexagonal shaped icons. You can actually hold these down, like you do on the iPhone, and just sort of move them around. So this is quite a neat feature of the PS Vita. So come back out here. As I say, you can also scroll sideways. Now we'll just do a quick rundown of the welcome part, just to show you what's also in the PS Vita. Now the great thing about the Vita is that, as I said, it's touch screen as well, and in addition it does actually have an accelerometer as well. So basically it's 6-axis. So you've got different sort of games here you can try. This is like a mosaic game. Yeah, this is like a sound loop game here. This is the skate axis, and this is quite cool. This will show you sort of the internal accelerometer. So here you go. It's pretty cool, eh? Oops. Right. Now there's also another thing, because it's got the built-in accelerometer, you can actually shake it as well. So here you can shake it to jump. See? So this is absolutely sort of, I could imagine that for games like Little Big Planet, or as I said, Uncharted and things like that. These sort of functions are really handy. So that's the sort of the welcome park for you. Okay, and the next one we'll go into sort of what's in the menus and all that. So we'll cover that very shortly. We'll be talking about the system update for the PS Vita. Software updates are actually quite easy. All you do is you just click into the PlayStation Store, and then when the update is ready, or when it's released, it'll ask you to sort of update first before you log in. So I've just gone through to the update system update menu, and all I do is just press this, so it'll close all the applications. Yep. Scroll down. Don't think anyone's going to read this. Accept, then update. Now earlier on I already updated a little bit, so it'll actually continue from where it left off. But yep, that's how they do the install. So when the install's finished, the system will reboot itself and then reinstall the update. So that's system update on the PS Vita. The functions on the PS Vita, the actual sort of main controls, are actually quite similar to the ones you find on the controller for the PS3. So one thing that Sony's now included is the PS button here, and basically when you click it, it shows you sort of your menu selections right away. You've got your PlayStation.com icon there, PlayStation Store, Welcome Park, and also your sort of running apps in the background, so you can actually select them at will, which one you want to use. In addition, the PS button here actually is also the power indicator. So when you're charging, or when it's being charged, it'll actually show up with either an orange light, which means that it's the battery's being used and it's being charged, or blue light, which means the battery is fully charged. So now we're going to go into settings, and as I said, the menu settings here are very similar to the PS3, but you have to scroll down with your finger. So you've got system update, your network for your Wi-Fi, PlayStation network details, application data management, how you want to manage the data on your memory card, sound and display, location data, whether you want to share information with other users online, system security, date and time, language, system format, and power save settings. Now, in addition, one thing a lot of people may not know is that the actual memory, I forgot to cover the memory slot. Now, it's actually on the bottom here, and you have to take off the cover, whatever, to put your memory cards in. At the moment, there's only sort of 4 types of cards available. There's 4 gig, 8 gig, 16 gig, and 32 gig. And sort of at the time of this video, there are hardly any 32 gigs out on the market. Some dealers are not, especially in sort of Asia, they're not selling them individually. If they have them, they have to sell them with the machine. So it's a bit cheeky of them, I think, to do that. And also, I forgot to cover that apparently this cover here. Now this one's for the PS Vita card, but this one here is actually for sort of expansions. So I could imagine maybe in future, sort of any other accessories will sort of plug in here. As I say, you've also got the volume and the power here. So yeah, that covers the system settings, and we'll do a review very shortly.